Heaven forbid anyone should tell poor old doddering Lila the truth once in every 10 years.
And besides, there's no promise and no argument anyone here could make that I didn't try making myself to keep her here.
Now, you see, Ned, we're finally getting down to the point here.
AJ, leave it alone.
Why? Why not tell the truth? I mean, let's be honest. Lois didn't leave me. She didn't leave you. She didn't leave grandmother or grandfather or Justice. She left Ned. So why do we have to sit here and take the blame for it?
Well, you know, there's a kernel of truth in what AJ says in spite of himself. Darling, I know you're upset now, but was there ever a more perfect marriage than your grandparents? And they've had their separations. If Lois really loves you...
What the hell do you know about love? And what the hell do you know about loving me?
Darling, all I'm trying to say is that, well, a woman gets really emotional, even irrational when she's pregnant. Suddenly she feels vulnerable for absolutely no...
Did you go for her jugular?
You don't understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe in the moment, this little tiff seems like a permanent separation.
Shut up, Mother. Shut up.
Just let me finish, sweetheart.
Finishing you is exactly what I intend to do. Do you have any idea, any of you, what this family is losing? Do you remember when Lois first walked into this house? How shocked you all were by the sheer sound of her? And not the way she talked. The sound of someone laughing. And not in derision. But because she just enjoyed the hell out of being alive. How long had it been since anyone expressed so much as an interest in whether you got out of bed? She was our conscience. She was the one who could tell us when we were wrong and why.
Ned, if you don't walk out of this room right now and go get your wife, you're a fool. Forget about your contract. We'll rip it up.
Now, just wait. It doesn't have to be one or the other necessarily.
Edward, shut up. Ned, if you do what Justice advises, there will be no repercussions. I give you my word on that.
That's exactly what I intend to do, Grandmother. I will stay and honor this agreement for 6 months. That should be long enough to get this company back on track. And after that, you can just get a cardboard cutout of me and stick it behind my desk and tell people that I'm in a meeting for the next 2.5 years. Because I'll be with my wife. If she'll have me.
I know it's none of my business, Ned, but didn't you and Lois discuss this whole contract thing?
Of course we did.
Then you know damn well whether she'll be waiting for you in 6 months or not. Right? Huh? Well, are you worried our corporate kangaroo here may start acting up in 6 months and a day?
Let him.
You don't mean that, I hope.
Of course I do. One bailout, Grandfather, that's all you get. See, whether you understand this or not, I know what Lois wants for our child.
And it's not you.
It's not us. She knows as long as she's a part of this family, you'll be all over this child like flies on meat.
Fine, Ned. What do you say you just cut yourself off from the whole family? Solve all your problems. Take your wife, take all those happy little kids you plan on having, and move somewhere where none of us can find you. You'll be safe.
Well, I don't get why you're not doing that now, Ned.
You see, the reason that Nedley is making this big sacrifice, the only reason that he's making this sacrifice and allowing Lois to go is because he knows what he'd have to give up to keep her. Ooh, that'd be a whole lot tougher. Wouldn't it, Ned? Oh, come on, let's face it. Right now, Ned has got everybody eating crow. He's been hailed as the family savior. He's been recognized as the crown prince. It's like a fantasy come true for you, isn't it, Ned? And you certainly are not going to give this up for something as unexceptional as marital bliss. No, you're not going to do it today, and you certainly aren't going to do it in 6 months.
Well, you're right about one thing. For once in your miserable life. That I am as much of a Quartermaine as any of you. And if I walked away right now, I wouldn't have that privilege reserved for a Quartermaine who always comes out on top. By which, of course, I mean revenge. You want me back at the helm? You want me running ELQ, lean and mean and tight as a drum? Then it's her or me. I want my mother gone. From this house, from this family, and this time for good.
Darling. Darling, do you think it was wise for you to come here tonight in the state that you're in?
Oh, I'm flying high now, Mother.
What I mean is, I don't think that this is something that needs a full board vote. I mean, it's really much more of a personal issue than a business issue.
Actually, as legal counsel, I'd like to suggest that getting rid of you could be very beneficial to the company.
Yes, well, you never liked me from the moment you laid eyes on me.
Ned, what did you have in mind here? A public beheading or what? I mean, not that I'd be opposed to it, but your mother over there, she's got a hefty portion of ELQ shares. It's going to be awfully hard to get rid of her.
I'll take care of that. Grandfather, I've signed your contract. Show it to the subsidiaries, show it to the press, show it to the president for all I care. But before you hand it over to council, throw my mother out of your house. Order her never to come back, and then leave her to me.
And what about Dylan? Is he banished as well? He's her brother, for God's sake.
Don't you worry about Dylan. I'll take care of him, but you won't spend another night under this roof.
Are you listening to this nonsense? You could drain every drop of blood out of my veins, and I would still be your daughter, and I'd still have your youngest grandson.
For now, you haven't.
Oh, Daddy, this isn't about stock options or trust funds. That isn't what makes me a Quartermaine. That's not something you can sign away.
How big a fool do you think I am? Oh, yes, to my shame, you are my daughter. But Lois has been more of a daughter to me than you ever were, even on your best day. Now, if driving her away were all you had done, I would still be sickened by the sight of you. But you had to turn against all of us and throw in with that cold-blooded reptile and try to destroy everything that I've spent a lifetime trying to build.
I was thinking of Dylan, not of anybody else, and I have already admitted to you that I was wrong.
Now, Ned is right. You are not worthy to shine his shoes. Tracy, I want you and your bags and your boy out of this house within the hour. And if you ever dare to show your face on this property again, you will find yourself in jail for trespassing.
Is that what you want, Mother? Of course it's not. You're the only one who's ever loved and understood me.
I loved Lois, too.
Oh, Mother, please. She considered me a rival. She was driving a wedge between Ned and me. I was trying to protect my relationship with my son.
Stop lying. Lois had become the heart of this family. There was no cruelty in her. My God, Tracy, she was carrying your own grandchild. My great-grandchild, whom now I may never be able to see because of you. I shall carry that with me to my grave.
One hour. And don't let me see your face in between.
Bye, Auntie Tracy.
First rule of business, never leave yourself without an ally.
Tracy. Tracy. Dear sister, you gambled and you lost. It happens. Bye.
Dr. Quartermaine, Dr. Dorman is on the phone for you.
We'll get together very soon and listen to the rest of that tape. Don't call me. I'll call you.
You lost her, you know. Quartermaines.